Okay, this is where I'm going to build the Hetzer, and I've got it all out of the box now and unpacked, and everything that was inside the tank is laid out over here. This lower hull is all metal, and I use the tried and true hillbilly method of getting out the bathroom scale and weighing myself, and then picking up the lower hull and weighing myself again. And my best guess is it's somewhere between 45 and 50 pounds. If I had to pin it down closer than that, I'd say about 48 pounds the lower hull and running gear is. So that's a pretty beastly little tank. It's a pretty solid setup, and I'm pretty impressed with the way they put these things together. The upper hull is very lightweight, only weighs a couple of pounds. It's made of a fiberglass type material, and the detail on it is really very good. There are some resin parts now. I think Jeff would cringe at some of these, and he'd say to himself, I would never send parts out that look like that, but I can make them work. It's got the jack and the fire extinguisher and the jacking block. There's some extra track links there. Now these spare track links are not drilled. They're like faked. I'm already thinking about hooking up a jig and drilling them out. All of the wheel covers are metal. There are a lot of little details. This is the remote MG34 kit. I gotta find an MG34. It's got the tools. You can see the end of the shovel right there, the handle for the shovel, and the scissors are in here. It's got the metal hatches. Lots and lots of metal bits and bobs. The end pieces to the jack are metal. This is the muffler. And these are the gears. And these are the motors. Okay. Now they say that this tank is really underpowered. So what do you guys think? Has anybody used motors that would work in a situation like this that might be better? I'm open to suggestion. More of the exhaust system, which I'm also going to have to make functional. I don't know. I'm hoping I'll hear from Norman. If not, I'll send him a private message. More bits and bobs like wing nuts, and there's just all kinds of little details in here that are going to make a real difference. Now this is what was on the CD, 55 pages of it. And this, the seller was kind enough to include, this is a printed out copy of a thread on a forum. I think it's, I can't remember the name of the forum, and I don't think we can read it from here, maybe. There you go, 1/6 scale armor. Hello, Canon. And speaking of cannons, of the non-camera type, the barrel for this, first it's got a nasty taper in it. There's like a 40 thou difference from one end to the other, but it's all under 1/2 inch, so it can probably be smoothbore for paintball. The copper tubes and stuff for like exhaust, and a lot of it I still haven't figured out. I've got this 55 pages of reading to do. Okay, and as long as we're in here before this gets too long, I'm working on another project too that you guys might be interested in. I don't know. Now this is my Panther G, okay, and this is a Turnigy 9X radio, and it's got a screen on it. It's got a little TV set, and this right here. This is going to be made to simulate the IR unit that the Germans put. Now they did them on the cupola also, but they put them right here on the mantlet. I've seen a couple of photos of tanks, and there's one of the companies sells this in 1/16 scale, the German IR system that mounted on the mantlet. But this is a miniature camera, and the little boxy thing next to it is a laser pointer, and that's where I'm going to mount them, is right there on the mantlet, and it'll be like a laser sighting system. You'll be able to glance down at your screen. Now, I know that the airsoft isn't anywhere close enough to accurate to be able to actually, you know, sight this thing. You could maybe sight it for a set range, but we all know those airsoft BBs got to kind of lob through the air to get any distance, you know, so it'd be difficult to sight it in. But that's a project I'm working on. If anybody's interested in it, or, you know, whatever's, let me know. So that's what we're going to do with the Hetzer. We're going to build it right here. I don't know how long it'll be before the next video, but when I make progress, you guys will know about it. I think the first thing I need to do is get the lower hull running and under its own power. And then I'm gonna think about sound and smoke, and I gotta do something with the cannon if I'm gonna do paintball. Now the upper hull still has to be cut out where all the hatches go. It's just like a solid molding out of a fiberglass type material. It only weighs maybe 4 or 5 pounds tops. Alright, that's where we're at right now. And you guys know the line. We'll see you next time.